Hi, my name is Hemant Sashital. I go by Sashi. I'm a professor of marketing at St. John Fisher College. As a college professor, I saw how my students in the 2020 spring semester transitioned from in class learning to online learning from remote locations. I noticed that many of them adapted brilliantly well and some struggled. And so my co author and I started a study to tell the difference between who is adapting well and who isn't, and why that might be. We first listened to the voices of people as they spoke about that transition, and then, based on what we heard, we sent out a nationwide survey. 395 people, undergraduate students, participated from across the country. The most represented states were New York, California, Indiana, and Texas. And virtually every state in the union was represented. And what we found is that there is a strong contingent of students who adapted and innovated and transitioned really well. So, what can we learn from them? What is the difference between them that we might notice and adopt for our own personal use so that we become better learners no matter what the situation is? No one has been able to predict as of right now what the fall semester is going to look like. Everyone wants to return to campus. So do I. And in case that we don't, what are some of the things that we should be focusing on and paying attention to as we think about remaining online students? The most important thing that I identified about these students who transitioned well was their attitude. Their attitude was, I've got this. They were not overwhelmed. They saw it coming and they planned and planned and planned. What they were not is spontaneous. What they were not are passive. They didn't say, oh, let me see what happens and then I'll figure it out. They saw it coming and prepared themselves for the complex reality. Now, what was the complex reality that was emerging? First off, the workload increased. It increased dramatically. It increased for every student. And this batch of innovative students who made an excellent transition took that in their stride. They managed the additional workload. They figured out a way to balance their home life, their personal life, and their work life. And they managed to figure out and devote the necessary time and energy that was needed by online learning. And they did it really well compared to the other students. The second thing they did was they aggressively engaged the professors. Anytime they had a doubt or concern about grading, assessment, evaluation, studies, assignments, they made it a point to stop the professor and ask. And when the professor responded, they were able to solve the emerging problems better than other students. Other students tended to wait until the situation got out of control for them and they were unable to manage it once the situation had completely unfolded. The third thing that they did that I think is really important for us to learn is that they kept their networks alive. They remained in touch with not just their friends on campus, I suspect all of you did that, but they also kept in touch with the offices, with the staff, with the people responsible for finding them internships, with the people who would be eventually helping them find jobs. And it was this network that they sustained and they managed that seems to have put them ahead of other students. So as you think about the uncertainty coming down the pike, keep a positive attitude in the sense that take control. Say that you've got this. Ask questions, prepare to spend your time and energy in new ways, and keep your networks alive. I wish you well. I look forward to seeing you in my classes. Thank you.